Pav, what are you saying, Pav?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. You?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I mean, there's some madness going on Twitter from yesterday, but um, other than that, it's all good. But yeah, I kind of missed the show for the first little bit, but that I just wanted to talk about Anthony really. Um,
Yeah, what are you saying?
the price that was quoted, man. I said to you before, he's not worth it. Um, what the Ajax journalists are saying. I think it was the European lad and Mike Burway, something about 100 mil. We shouldn't be paying 100 mil euros for someone from Ajax. No club would be paying 100 mil for someone who's had one, I'd say, good season. Um, he's not really proven. For Anthony, that's a lot of money. I'm not sure what other targets are out there, but we shouldn't be going for him. I mean, I'd rather wait till next season. I know, like, at the start, I was like, I want these players in quick and all that, but we wasted a lot of time with this Frankie stuff,
Mm.
and now we're like, we're having to bear the brunts of what we've done. So like, a lot of clubs are now demanding a lot more money, even with the Frankie stuff. Like, I feel sorry for the guy, man. Honestly, it's hilarious what's happening with Barcelona, but what they're doing to that guy, like Gary Neville was right. That guy should be suing the heck out of them lot. Um, I don't think that deal's going to happen either. I think it's got to a point where there's too many stories every single day. One story's, oh, he's going to take a pay cut. The following day, nah, he's not. He's not taking no pay cut. Another day, he prefers to play a centre back position. Xavi likes him there. Um, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know what's going on with him. It's just too much.
Pav, they're doing to him exactly what I said they would do to him. Do you remember a few weeks ago when they were talking about he isn't going to take a pay cut? But Barca either say stay and take a pay cut, or you're going to leave. And I was asking that question of journalists. Well, what happens if he stays without a pay cut? What would happen? And it was like, oh no, that Xavi loves him. It's all going to be great. It hasn't been great. They've done nothing but disrespect him since that point. There was he might not go on tour. Now he's a centre back. Every interview, Xavi's like, yeah, we love him, but financial situations dictate. They're signing people with the money they owe him. Like that. I knew this disrespect was going to come. And equally, this is one of the reasons why this whole nonsense of, well, why should anybody sign him when he doesn't really want to leave, has been taken so out of context all summer. Yes, he said that he wants to stay at the football club, and it's where he's dreamed of playing. But he was never going to retire if he left, and they are forcing him out the club. They're doing everything they can legally to force him out, because the deferred wages is very key. The deferred wages don't work like the way they work is this. It isn't like the money was stored each week in a bank account. He's owed a lump sum payment. They are spreading that £17 million across a number of seasons, so it just gets added to his wages per month. Does that make sense? So theoretically, they're doing nothing wrong, and within the contracts, the clauses stipulate that if you're sold or to put a transfer request or break certain rules, you'll forfeit that money. But the point is, De Jong isn't pushing for this move. They're looking to push him out, and he's essentially saying, "This is how it feels to me. I'm happy to go if you don't want me, but I deferred that money to help you. I want some of it. Otherwise, I won't go." And I think that for me is the base of all of this. I think what they're going to end up doing is a compromise. I think if they offer him somewhere like 12 to 13 million pounds, I think he'll leave. Personally, I think he'll go, fine, let me just move on with my life now, because this has become crazy, but we'll see. Pav, great call.
Just before I go, I just wanted to touch on Ronaldo quickly as well.
Yeah, go on, mate.
The other day I said, it was on another channel, I said, we must be the only club to try force keep I know he's Ronaldo, but we're trying to force keep a 37-year-old who doesn't want to be here. I don't think there's been a club in football history who is trying to keep a 37-year-old footballer at their club. Like, I know it's Ronaldo, but I know what Ronaldo's trying to do. I think it makes sense now. Like, I think he has got a couple of clubs that are interested in him, but I think they're trying to get Ronaldo to leave on a free, so they don't have to pay for a fee for him. Kind of makes sense. That's why, like, Bayern are saying we don't want to break our rules, and Atletico Madrid are saying the same. But the whole Ronaldo situation, I'm never gonna like turn on him. And there's a lot of people who are turning on him, sitting in his faces, snaking him and everything. But it is what it is because that's what our club's become. Like we're not that top club anymore, and it's gonna take a while before we get to that point again. And keeping someone like Ronaldo who doesn't want to be here, it's just like for me, it's just gonna disrupt like the squad. It's gonna disrupt like the fans as well. It's like I know like the club probably wants the money back for him, but at the end of the day, is it worth it? Like if he's not happy, like all the stuff that he's gone through over the year as well, just let the man go. Like why are we trying to keep hostage a 37-year-old footballer, man? I've never seen this happen with a club like as long as I've been alive. But yeah, just on that, that's my thoughts on Ronaldo, man. Like I'd rather him go. No hard feelings. I'm never gonna snake him. And I'm sure, like I know you've said, like obviously we need to act a bit more proper with it. Like obviously take control, but just let the man go. He don't want to be here, so we just have to move forward.
Mate, I hear you on that completely. I really, really do. Brother, I appreciate you coming on and having your say. Top man.
Cool,
Thank
man.
you very much indeed.